Hello, Tigers! The Marvel symbiotes have come to dominate the world. What originally began with Spider-Man villains soon became a group of feared and powerful villains. And all of this has a very interesting origin. The planet Klyntar, a frightening and inhospitable world inhabited by symbiotes of various types. Upon contact with their hosts, they acquire new personalities and grant powers. In today's video, we list all the Klyntar symbiotes from Marvel. As always, leave your like on today's video, subscribe to our channel, and let's finally get to today's video. Venom made his first appearance in the pages of Marvel Comics in Amazing Spider-Man number 252. Initially, he was an alien entity that manifested as a kind of suit during the original Secret Wars, where Peter Parker was involved. Upon returning to Earth, Peter realized that this suit was more than it seemed, influencing his behavior in dark ways, and he got rid of it. However, the alien substance found its new host in Eddie Brock, a rival of Peter Parker. Endowed with Venom's powers, Brock became a formidable antagonist of Spider-Man, unleashing a series of intense confrontations. However, over time, Eddie Brock found a form of redemption, although the duality between his villainous nature and his desire for redemption continued to be a central point in his story. In addition to Eddie Brock, the symbiote also bonded with other characters, such as Flash Thompson and Mac Gargan, further expanding its impact and story within the Spider-Man universe. Anti-Venom. Anti-Venom made his first appearance in The Amazing Spider-Man number 569. Its origin is intrinsically linked to Eddie Brock's journey after his separation from the original Venom, but still with remnants of the symbiote in his body. During this time, Brock was battling a rapidly consuming cancer. His salvation came from an unexpected source, Mr. Negative, who used his powers to rid Brock's body of cancer. However, this intervention had unforeseen consequences. Mr. Negative's powers not only cured Brock, but also reacted with the remnants of the symbiote, creating a completely new and unique form, Anti-Venom. This new symbiote was a negative version of Venom, with distinct and enhanced abilities. Unlike other Klyntar, he had resistance to elements like fire and sound, as well as a peculiar ability. Brock could heal any disease or even superpower with a simple touch, becoming a kind of living antidote. This duality between his destructive nature and his regenerative powers brought a unique complexity to the character and his interactions within the Spider-Man universe. Mania made her first appearance in Venom Subker 1. This symbiote is a clone created from a piece of Venom's tongue by the Ararat Corporation in Mexico in an attempt to replicate Venom's powers. The Mania symbiote possesses abilities similar to Lethal Protector, as it is a precise copy of the Klyntar's genetic material. Over the years, it has had various hosts, including Lee Price, Andrea Benton, and Flash Thompson. Scream made her first appearance in Venom, Lethal Protector number 4. She is one of the original daughters of Venom, created by the Sinister Life Foundation. These symbiotes were conceived from Lethal Protector's genetic material. Scream is notable for being frequently linked to female hosts. Her origin dates back to the Life Foundation, which decided to create its own symbiotes. The result was a series of creatures, including Scream. Initially, she bonded with Donna Diego, a schizophrenic mercenary, remaining with her for several years. After Donna's death, the symbiote found new hosts, including Patricia Robertson and Andrea Benton. One of Scream's striking characteristics is her use of symbiote hair to immobilize or attack her enemies. This ability, combined with her unstable nature, makes her a formidable adversary in the Spider-Man universe. Riot, also known as Tumulto, made his first appearance in Venom, Lethal Protector number 4. Like Scream, he was one of the 5 symbiotes created by the Life Foundation in their experiments to recreate Venom in the laboratory. However, Riot turned out to be an extremely violent and unstable being. This symbiote is easily recognizable by its blue or gray coloring, depending on artistic interpretation. Although not as prominent as others, Riot played an important role in the Lethal Protector's story. Riot bonded with different hosts over time, including the mercenary Trevor Cole, and even Deadpool in the comics. His violent and unpredictable nature makes him a formidable threat, and his appearances in Spider-Man stories often result in intense and chaotic confrontations. Lasher made his first appearance in Venom, Lethal Protector number 4. He is the third of Venom's children created by the Life Foundation. and is easily recognizable by his green appearance and distinctive feature of creating tentacles protruding from his host's backs, which he uses much more frequently than the common organic webs of other symbiote forms. Among his siblings, Lasher is known to be the quietest and most stealthy. Originally, he was bonded to Ramon Hernandez, a security agent of the Life Foundation. However, over the years, Lasher showed a remarkable ability to adapt, even being bonded to a German Shepherd dog in one of his more recent incarnations. His versatility and enigmatic nature make him a unique adversary in the Spider-Man universe. Phage. Phage made his first appearance in Venom, Lethal Protector Upper 4. He is the least known of the 5 symbiotes created by the Life Foundation, but still plays an important role as an ally to his siblings. With a distinctive orange coloring, Phage has a tendency to create blades and piercing weapons with his own body. He is extremely powerful and got his name due to his almost insatiable hunger, causing his host to devour anything in front of them. When assuming a more humanoid form, Phage is recognized for having blades on his back, adding even more danger to his attacks. His main host is Carl Mack, and his presence in the Spider-Man universe is marked by intense and brutal confrontations. Agony. Agony made her first appearance in Venom, Lethal Protector number 4, completing the cycle of symbiotes created by the Life Foundation. This creature is one of the most dangerous and frightening, with unique and lethal abilities. Through enhancements made by the government in her genetic code, Agony is capable of spitting acid and absorbing chemicals, making her even more dangerous in combat. Originally bonded to Leslie Gesneria, a security officer of the Life Foundation, Agony is recognized for her simpler appearance, with few details and a purple coloring. Over the years, the symbiote found other hosts, including Deadpool and James Murphy. Her presence in the Spider-Man universe is marked by her brutality and her ability to cause devastating havoc. Hybrid. Hybrid made his first appearance in Venom, Along Came a Spider. His origin is unique and striking in the symbiote universe. After a psychotic outbreak caused by Scream, all human hosts of the Phage, Lasher, Agony, and Riot symbiotes were killed. The remaining symbiotes were then imprisoned. To escape, they merged and took over the body of Scott Washington, creating Hybrid, the fusion of the 4 symbiotes into one host. Initially, Hybrid struggled to control the symbiote's influence, but over time, Scott realized that the symbiotes were not inherently evil. He managed to prevent the creatures from using their powers for more violent purposes, showing that even the darkest beings can find redemption and balance. Carnage. Carnage made his first appearance in The Amazing Spider-Man number 345, and is certainly one of the most feared antagonists in the Spider-Man universe. His origin stems from the union of Eddie Brock, then Venom, with the psychopath Cletus Kasady during a stay in Rikers Island prison. When Venom separated from Eddie, it left behind traces of the symbiote that merged with Kasady. As Cletus was already an extremely dangerous psychotic killer, the fusion of the symbiote remnants with him gave rise to Carnage. Unlike Venom, Carnage is a completely independent and even more unstable, insane, and bloodthirsty symbiote. His unpredictability and cruelty make him one of Spider-Man's most challenging adversaries, as well as a constant threat to New York City and anyone who crosses his path. Dark Carnage. Dark Carnage made his first appearance in Venom Volume 4/7, bringing a new and terrifying evolution of the Carnage symbiote. This symbiote is the result of various changes and evolutions over the years, culminating in the creation of Dark Carnage. He is the newest symbiote and brings with him several terrifying aspects, having been created by the cult of Knull, the priests of the symbiote god. During the Absolute Carnage saga, Cletus Kasady went on a path of destruction, seeking out other symbiote hosts to kill them and absorb their Klyntar companions. Dark Carnage is essentially a patchwork of different symbiotes, making him extremely powerful and unpredictable. Your chaotic nature and your connection to the cult of Knull make you an even greater threat not just to Spider-Man, but to the entire Marvel Universe. Dark Carnage represents the apex of madness and violence that the Carnage symbiote can achieve. Scorn. Scorn made her first appearance in Carnage number 4, and is a unique creation in the symbiote universe. Unlike Venom and Carnage, Scorn was not naturally generated, but instead created by Michael Hall in laboratory experiments. Hall used mechanical parts to try to achieve a balance between symbiote and machine, resulting in a creature unlike anything seen before. After escaping the laboratory, Scorn joined Tanis Neves, creating a character with unique abilities. She possessed the gifts of a symbiote, but also showed traces of being almost technopathic, able to interact with and control technology. The combination of organic and technological powers makes Scorn a unique and unpredictable threat in Spider-Man's universe. Her presence brings a new dynamic to confrontations with Carnage and other other heroes, challenging them in different ways than usual. Rossi. Reyes made her first appearance in Carnage Volume 2 for Marker 10, bringing a touch of cosmic horror to the symbiote universe, even before the introduction of Knull. She is the second daughter of Carnage, and has a peculiar origin. Originally, she was just a fragment of Cletus Cassidy's symbiote. However, this fragment was created with the help of the Darkhold and the ancient chaos god Chthon, granting her almost magical and sinister abilities. Throughout her history, the Reyes symbiote has been linked to different hosts, including FBI agent Claire Dixon and adventurer Jubilile Van Scotter. Her dark nature and unique powers make her a formidable threat and a fascinating addition to Marvel's symbiote pantheon.
Toxin.
Toxin made his first appearance in Venom vs. Carnage Summer 2 and is a unique creation in the symbiote universe, being a hybrid of Cletus Kasadi's, Carnage, and Eddie Brock's Venom symbiotes. More powerful than his parents, Toxin bonded with police officer Patrick Mulligan as his host. Initially, Carnage wanted Toxin to kill Venom, but he was disappointed when the symbiote and its host decided to use their gifts for good. Toxin possesses sharp claws and fangs, with powerful and lethal toxins, justifying his name. His hybrid nature makes him a formidable threat, capable of rivaling Venom and Carnage in terms of power and danger. Knull. Knull made his first appearance in Venom Volume 4, Number 3, and is a sinister and dangerous figure who has earned the title of God of the Symbiotes, although he is not a symbiote himself. He is more like a collective mind that controls symbiotes as his weapons. Despite not being a symbiote, Knull has a deep relationship with these creatures, able to manipulate and control them. His armor is made of a primitive symbiote distinct from other Klyntar, endowed with a life of its own and absolute loyalty to him. In the King in Black saga, Knull unleashes unprecedented devastation, using his army of symbiotes to subjugate entire galaxies. His presence is a threat not only to Earth, but to the entire Marvel universe, and facing him requires courage, power, and determination. Necrosword. The Necrosword, also known as All Black, made its first appearance in Thor, God of Thunder Number 2, and is one of the most fearsome and powerful weapons in the Marvel Universe. Created by Knull, the god of the symbiotes, the Necrosword was the first symbiote to exist in Marvel mythology, forged with the purpose of beheading a Celestial. Taking the form of a black blade, the Necrosword became Knull's primary weapon, symbolizing his power and dominion over darkness. Although not possessing all the characteristics of later symbiotes, the Necrosword is a primal entity of terror and destruction. Over the years, this legendary weapon has passed through the hands of various characters, including Gore, the God Butcher, a notorious antagonist of the Thunder God Thor. With power capable of rivaling even the most powerful cosmic beings, the Necrosword represents an imminent threat to anyone who dares challenge its bearer. Grendel. Grendel made his first appearance in Venom Volume 4, Number 1, and is one of Knull's early creations, the King in Black. This dragon-shaped symbiote was sent into the cosmos to explore other planets as an emissary of its master. Upon arriving on Earth, Grendel was confronted by Thor Odinson and ended up dormant for years. Eventually, he was captured by SHELD and kept secret for a long time. However, Grendel became a focal point in the history of Venom and Absolute Carnage. This symbiote is known for its replication ability and weaknesses, including electricity, sound, and fire. Its imposing presence and destructive power pose a significant threat to anyone who dares to face it, making it an important piece in the cosmic chessboard of the Marvel Universe. Knight of the Void. The Knight of the Void made his first appearance in Silver Surfer, Black Surfer 2, and is a sinister creation of Knull, the god of the symbiotes. This symbiote was created on the Klyntar homeworld many years ago, composed of the deepest darkness. It crossed paths with the Silver Surfer, who was displaced in time at that moment. The Knight of the Void's goal was to imprison the Surfer so he could assist Knull in his mission to destroy the universe and planets. It even merged with Norrin Radd's body, granting him more strength and abilities, but was defeated by Ego, the living planet. This dark fusion between the Knight of the Void and the Silver Surfer represents a terrible threat to the cosmos, showing that even the most powerful cosmic beings can succumb to the influence of Knull's symbiotes. Plague. Plague made her first appearance in King in Black, Planet of the Symbiotes Number 1, and is a sinister creation of Knull during the King in Black saga. When Knull finally arrived on Earth after thousands of years asleep, he sought the body of a faithful servant, Cortland Cassidy, an ancestor of Carnage and member of the cult of Knull. Gifting Cortland's corpse with a symbiote, Knull gave rise to Plague, who served him in his journey of destruction. Plague stands out for its unique appearance, with a ghostly and glowing body that sets it apart from other symbiotes. Additionally, it possesses peculiar abilities, such as the ability to teleport and absorb the life energy of people around it. Its presence during the King in Black Saga adds an additional layer of terror and danger to Earth's heroes, showing that even the most unusual symbiotes can pose a deadly threat under Knull's command. Sleeper. Sleeper made its first appearance in Venom, number 165, and is considered the seventh child of Venom, created by Alchemax based on the genetic material of the lethal protector. This young symbiote has extremely sharp vision and chemokinesis, the ability to produce different types of chemicals with its body. What makes Sleeper interesting is its haughty and youthful personality, contrasting with Venom's grumpiness. It has been bonded to Eddie Brock, but also embarked on space adventures alongside Kree and Skrull warriors. Sleeper represents a new generation of symbiotes with potential yet to be fully explored, bringing a unique dynamic to the Spider-Man universe and beyond. Its relationship with Eddie Brock and its experiences in space add intriguing layers to its story. Dylan Brock. Dylan Brock made his first appearance in Venom Volume 4 number 7, and is a unique character in the symbiote universe. As the son of Eddie Brock, Dylan is the first known human Klyntar hybrid, conceived while Eddie was bonded to Venom. This allows Dylan to possess both human physiology and the ability to be a symbiote. One of Dylan's unique abilities is his capability to locate and sense other symbiotes around him, as well as to dominate and subdue them. This ability makes him an important player in conflicts involving symbiotes. Although he temporarily lost his powers during the events of King in Black, Dylan remains a significant figure in the Spider-Man and symbiote universe, representing a new frontier in the evolution of these creatures. Other important symbiotes. As you can see, the Klyntar are a numerous race that reproduces quite easily. Therefore, here are some other symbiotes that have played significant roles in Marvel Comics. Mr. E, created by Knull and composed of living darkness. Great Mother, sister of Grendel, created by Knull. Tyrannosaurus, born from Grendel, more resistant to heat and sound. Dreadface, powerful symbiote that once possessed the Thing from the Fantastic Four. Zesyax, feeds on the brains of its hosts. It is a criminal wanted by the Shi'ar. Mayhem, symbiote linked to the clone of May Parker, the daughter of Spider-Man from another reality. I hope you enjoyed the video, and comment on what else you'd like to see here on the channel.